Welcome to our channel. It's your friend Tash and we are Leisure Explorer. In this video, we will be sharing how we spent one amazing week in Dubai. We explore Blue Waters Island, JBR, Dubai Marina, Burj Khalifa, our desert safari experience, and our time at the Palm Jumeira. So before I dive in, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you want to see more great content from us. Now let's get into it. We landed in Dubai close to lunchtime and checked into the Blue Beach Towers in JBR. Now everyone has their preference, but we love the beach vibe of JBR, and it was hubby's birthday celebrations, so we wanted a more relaxed pace trip. Blue Beach Towers was where we chose to spend the first half of our trip, so we firstly decided to explore the Dubai Marina. Dubai Marina is located within walking distance of the very popular Jumeira Beach Residence in Dubai, also known as JBR. This is located within close proximity to Ain Dubai, which is the very well-known observation deck wheel located on Blue Waters Island. We wanted to see what the fuss is about in the marina area, and so we walked from our hotel, which was located in JBR, across to the marina. The first thing to note is that there is only one main train station that runs across Dubai, and so in my opinion, Dubai is not a walkable city in terms of convenient infrastructure. This being said, there are other options to get around. Another important thing to note is that the Dubai Marina area is a very heavy traffic area, and there are no cars within the Marina promenade. This is for walkers, bikes, and scooters, which you can rent if you don't have your own and if you want to get around the marina. So first impressions of the marina, I can see why it is such a popular area. The marina is beautiful, clean and safe. This is a popular but very expensive area in terms of living, but those that choose to live here do so for the lifestyle that it offers. There are many restaurants and shops in the Dubai Marina Mall. We really enjoyed walking along the marina, and we hired a Lime scooter which allowed us to explore without tiring ourselves out. As mentioned in one of my previous videos, it was difficult to film around Dubai as they are quite strict around public areas, and especially in areas that are crowded. So we avoided that as we wanted to abide by the rules. We know that there are many others out there that have posted, but we do try to remain as respectful as possible when visiting foreign countries. We spent some time at Dubai Marina Mall to get some lunch, and we enjoyed the variety of foods that were available. Make sure that you do get to see Dubai Marina both during the day and at night, as the vibe is different, and don't miss out on the Dubai Marina cruise. So we took a leisurely walk along the promenade and got to the Dubai Marina at about 7 p.m. and we waited for our dinner cruise. We purchased our tickets for the cruise on Get Your Guide. and we got there about half an hour early to stand in line and board. We were initially not sure which cruise to go with, but we decided upon the traditional boat, and we were so glad that we went with this option. Firstly, this cruise is not crowded at all and very well spaced out. We are not a fan of crowds, so the super yacht barbecue was not very appealing to us, which was the other option that we saw online. Secondly, the food options are really good. They had some grills as well as Indian food, and quite a variety at that. If you are worried that this cruise would be boring, let me assure you, there is a DJ on board and he plays amazing music. I wish I could have captured the vibe, but due to copyright reasons of the music that was played, I am unable to show you. We had a great time and we would do it again in a heartbeat. I've taken many cruises, but so far this one ranks number one on my list, and this was mostly because of the gorgeous views and also because of the great food options. We were lucky enough to get to catch the drone show from the dinner cruise, and that was an epic experience on its own. The next day, we relaxed a bit and then got ready for our big day out at Global Village. Global Village is an entertainment attraction in Dubai which showcases various cultures and their products. There are 27 pavilions, and I'm going to be honest and tell you that we didn't manage to see everything because this place is just massive. It was our first time in Dubai, and I would not rate this as a must-see for a first-time visitor. Some information. If you are interested in visiting Global Village, it is seasonal and it's not always open. We purchased our tickets online on Get Your Guide, and we had the convenience of pickup and drop-off. However, if you do this, you may be limited in time. You can purchase tickets without that service, however, you will have to arrange your own transport, bearing in mind that Ubers are quite expensive in Dubai. So we found that the ticket with the drop-off and pickup worked out more cost-effective for us. Secondly, before you enter, there is a really tight security check, and they do not allow drones or professional cameras here. So everything we filmed right here was done on our Samsung Ultra, which fortunately has great quality. If you are thinking that you can get away with this, they scan everything at the entrance and security is watching all the time. Of course, filming is allowed if you apply for a special permit prior to going there. But we were on vacation, and for leisure, as you know, that's our thing here at Leisure Explorer, so we didn't do that. There is an entire area dedicated to entertainment, rides, and games for kids. There are various food stalls where you can try dishes from around the world. We tried Japanese mochi, burnt Basque cheesecake, and of course, we love a traditional Thai dish, so that's what we had. There are so many shopping stalls, and if you love shopping for exotic spices and snacks, you will definitely find it here. We did notice that everything here was quite expensive, but that does seem to be Dubai in general, so expect to spend a decent amount of money on food, as you can't come here and not try the various dishes from around the world. I definitely learnt a lot by walking through a lot of these stalls of the countries that I have not visited in real life. And it does capture a little bit of the essence of what you're going to see when you visit those countries. Expect to be entertained. Expect your taste buds to be blown and expect your senses to be overwhelmed. There is just so much to take in here. You won't have enough time or enough money to do it all in one day. It is a very unique experience and a great take on capturing the essence of each country's unique culture and foods. The next day, we wanted to enjoy our time at JBR and spend time just exploring the area. JBR, short for Jumeira Beach Residence, which is located walking distance from both Dubai Marina and Blue Waters Island, is a buzzing beachside boulevard offering shopping, dining, and entertainment experiences. It is a very trendy area and filled with tourists and locals. The promenade is beautiful and the area has a variety of international dining options. There is so much to see and do at JBR, with access to the beach, great views of Blue Waters Island, and many dining options. You can just take a walk down during the late afternoon and enjoy the beautiful sunset and relax. We stayed here for 3 nights and we are glad that we did. We love vacations with a beachside vibe. When I was initially looking for accommodation, I was quite conflicted of how to split up my trip, as I've also received recommendations to stay near the Burj Khalifa and Dubai Mall. I think you really need to know your own travel style when you are making this decision. As we were celebrating hubby's 40th birthday, we opted to stay on JBR and rather visit the Burj Khalifa and Dubai Mall on a day trip. Ultimately, this was the best decision for us because we loved the vibe of JBR, Blue Waters Island, and the Marina, and it was really accessible to everything that interests us. One thing to note is due to the appeal of the area, it is always busy and has heavy traffic both during the day and night. We loved the buzz of the nightlife, and one of the things we love about Dubai is that it's so safe. The food was really amazing and you will never be short of options. We found that the food in Dubai, especially on Blue Waters Island and JBR, was extremely expensive. Coming from South Africa, the conversion rate is obviously not to our favor, but some of our friends that live there agreed that dining out is indeed expensive. If you are visiting Dubai, the Indian food does seem to be more fairly priced, and if you are looking for a quick lunch, we visited the Waitrose at the Marina for some reasonable quick lunch options. As you can see, the views are just spectacular at night. We recommend going to Blue Waters Island and take in the views from there at night. Overall, we thoroughly enjoyed our time here and we would definitely visit again in future. The Burj Khalifa fountain shows continue all through the day and into the night. So we decided to opt out of going up to the Burj, spending more time at JBR and enjoying the beachside by day. We love spending our money on experiences instead of shopping. So we prioritized that and decided to rather go to the Dubai Mall and see the fountain show and the views of the Burj at night. We went around the back towards the Time Out Market and you will get a great view from there. If you're on a budget, this won't cost you anything aside from the transport to get you here. The fountain shows occur every half hour, so you can just stand around the fountain and take in the views, or you can go to one of the restaurants across the fountain and enjoy the view from there. You can get into one of the boats to enjoy the fountain shows. They are approximately 70 dirham per person.
وقال بوصفها العالم دبي كوكب دبي حضرة حسنها الساحل لكم يا ضيوف الحي سلام يشرح الخاطر على كل المدى والطايف حضرة حسنها الساحل لكم يا ضيوف الحي سلام يشرح الخاطر هلا يا كل العالم في دارك تختصر العالم في دارك تصبر
After the fountain show, we headed off to the mall to check it out. Now, of course, we are from South Africa, so we had to try a couple of the international food chains that we don't get in our country. We try to eat smaller meals and bite-sized portions as we like a bit of everything when we visit a place. It's definitely exciting to walk around and try things. One of my favorite things to do is to go to grocery stores in a foreign country. Aside from the Arab brands, we were actually surprised to see that South Africa has a lot of options. We pretty much get almost everything in South Africa. There was the aquarium, which was really pretty to watch, and there are always people around. We decided to do the desert safari day trip on the last leg of our trip. We booked the tour through Get Your Guide. We were picked up from our hotel by the taxi service at approximately 2:30 p.m. We did not choose a private tour, so this option was a shared experience with 2 other passengers. So bear in mind that if you are the last people being collected on this tour, you will get placed at the end of the vehicle, which made me feel really claustrophobic and I could not sit there. Luckily, there were only 4 of us, so I decided to sit on the back seat instead, and hubby decided to sit in the front, which worked out perfectly because he was able to film a bit of the dune bashing for you. Avoid getting stuck in the back middle seat or in the back of the vehicle, as you won't be able to enjoy the views as much. We opted out of the quad biking, but there is a stop for you to use the restrooms and purchase traditional Emirati headwear.
I'm in Dubai.
The activities covered in the tour included quad biking, dune bashing, sandboarding, a stop for some sunset photographs, camel rides, as well as dinner and live entertainment at the end of the night with a traditional show.
Later.
You are able to do some sandboarding. Bear in mind, there are no elevators out here in the desert, so you will have to walk up sinking sand, which is a workout, so be prepared. You can get some beautiful afternoon sunset shots and take some romantic photos, and then get ready to go enjoy the rest of the evening. Initially, I was not sure that I wanted to do the desert safari and dune bashing, as I was not sure if dune bashing would be something I would enjoy. I was pleasantly surprised with the experience, and I think I had more fun than I expected. Camel rides are included in the safari tour, and one of my greatest concerns was if the camels here were treated ethically and not mistreated. I could not see any immediate risks to them. I hope they find different ways in the future to include camels without tourists riding them. camel ride was only about 3 minutes long. It was then time to go to the dinner and show. One of the benefits is that it's not very expensive. The experience cost us approximately 120 dirhams. This cost included everything on the trip, as well as pickup service, drop-off service, food, shisha pipes, and camel riding. So it is really worth it for the price that you pay, considering that all of these things are included.
This name is logmat. They make with bread and with date sauce. No plate. You only eat it. After they give you here some falafel and appetizer.
Dinner was a barbecue, and unfortunately I did not get a chance to film the food, but there were so many options available, including different types of meats, various salads, some curries, and side starches. After dinner, it was showtime. Overall, it was a great experience and I have no regrets. We loved the views from Blue Waters Island so much and felt that we didn't get to spend enough time there the first time around that we went there twice. Blue Waters Island is the home of the famous Ain Dubai observation wheel, and numerous trendy bars and restaurants. Ain Dubai has been closed since 2022, but it's still beautiful to watch and attracts many visitors. Blue Waters Island is a great vantage point for drone shows and boat cruises that pass through here at various parts of the day to get a view of the wheel. Blue Waters Island was also very strict with filming on the island. We visited the London Project for drinks during the late afternoon, and this has a great view of the boat cruises going by. You can expect this part of Dubai to be generally more expensive than Old Dubai, but of course it has great international appeal and it is walking distance to JBR. We visited a gorgeous Italian restaurant for dinner on Blue Waters Island called Alici, and we ordered some oysters, calamari and pastas, all fantastic. We were able to see the drone show from the dinner table. We didn't film too much of that as we didn't want to be disruptive to other guests, but we did make it in time for the second drone show after dinner. Stay tuned for the drone show at the end of the video.
Come to Dubai.
The restaurant has a great vibe, amazing food, and stunning views. Dubai has been one of the more expensive countries we've visited, so be sure to check prices online before making reservations. After dinner, we enjoyed the views and waited for the drone show. We were really lucky to have been there at the time when the drone shows were on, as they don't often have them. There is a walking bridge that connects Blue Waters Island to JBR, so if you are looking to visit, you can most definitely walk to Blue Waters Island if you book accommodation in JBR. The drone shows were a spectacular sight to behold, and this particular drone show was a story of Dubai.
Let me tell you a tale, a story of a place affectionately known as the Pearl of the World. A place born through determination, sailing across seas, a journey seeking the impossible. Their honor. And with great ambitions, we rose so high and achieved the impossible together, creating icons that light up the sky. from across the globe call home, but we all proudly call it Dubai. From simple joys, we united vibrant communities under one vision. Guided by our origins and seeking new horizons, we went from diving to rising in search of a better future for humanity together.
As mentioned previously, we spent the first half of our trip in Blue Beach Tower and then the second half on the Palm to celebrate my hubby Showen's 40th birthday. We booked at the Royal Central Hotel, which is situated towards the end of the Palm. It's really peaceful and secluded. It is a 5-star hotel, and if you are looking for some relaxation, this is a really great location to do just that. The hotel is really modern and beautifully maintained, and we were warmly welcomed to the reception area to get checked in. Our luggage was taken up to our room and we took a walk around to see the facilities. I would say that check-in was pretty seamless. The room is pretty spacious. We did have a couple of bumps during check-in, such as some power issues in the room, and the hotel did offer to move us to another room or upgrade us, but by that time we were already settled and unpacked and really did not want to have to pack our bags and move again. The rooms are modern and has some really great views of the Palm, and there is a rooftop area which offers stunning views, and you can see the Atlantis Hotel from the rooftop at night. The rooftop has a bar where you can have some sundowners and enjoy the beautiful afternoon sunset. I must say, it really is a beautiful view. Since we were traveling during a peak period and obviously wanted to celebrate hubby's birthday there, we weren't really flexible with our dates. It was quite windy during our time there, and believe it or not, it even rained. But we tried to make the best of our time there and enjoyed the pool and the view at the hotel. The beach is obviously man-made, but it is lovely to see the water and view from the room. One thing to note is that the water was quite cold when we got there, and it wasn't really a comfortable temperature for swimming, which was surprising. Another thing to note was that the sand is quite grainy and you can bruise your feet when swimming, so bear that in mind. Overall, our stay was lovely and memorable, and we did enjoy our stay. The highlight was the pool area and the views from the room and the rooftop area. They kindly offered us dinner because we didn't take the room upgrade, and there were plenty of options to choose from. The hotel breakfast is served in the same restaurant daily, and unfortunately we didn't film at breakfast as the hotel was quite busy in the morning and we didn't want to invade the privacy of others around us. However, the breakfast options were wonderful and widespread. They have a very large offering of sweet and savory meals, eggs Benedict and salmon, some Arabic foods which changed every morning, which was a lovely touch, and a huge selection of pastries and teas. The hotel has 3 restaurants available on site. There is the Royal Grill, which is a la carte, La Maison, which serves buffet dinner and where you will be having your breakfast every morning. They have a poolside bar and lunch menu available at Hush Bar. We actually ordered room service one day and the food was really good. There is also a rooftop bar where you can have sundowners and enjoy the afternoon sunset. We didn't get a chance to film, but there is a gym and a spa available as well. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching our travels through Dubai, and please hit the like and subscribe and tell us in the comments if you are traveling to Dubai. Until the next video, happy traveling.